Hello, this is Juniper of Solavi Studio, joyfully unifying nature-inspired perceptions with evolving rhythm. And for the past few days, I guess, I've been doing, and will continue to do so until we make it around, short little videos on the elements and a basic altar. So this is the basic altar I showed you yesterday, the same one. The east type incense going. I don't know if you can see the smoke. And with the south, I have a candle burning for fire. You can see the flickering flame, maybe. The lighting will. You see the flickering flame? There we go. There it is. For the west, I have a tiny bit of water left, but I made some really delicious water with lemon and mint from my garden, so I can just add a little bit of lemon mint water. Both very powerful herbs and fruit. And I have a small crystal for earth, and the bowl is earth, and these stones are from the beach. So it's, anyways, that is what it is. So, the element of fire. It's a really intense energy. For me, fire is, I guess we'll start here. Fire is represented on altars generally with the color red, with a flame, a candle, with, and here again we go, with an antheme or a wand depending on your perspective. On my altar I use an antheme because for me, fire is all about action. It's your actions. It's what you do. It's how you move your body. It's, cooking food, creating things, the work that you do, whether it's cleaning your house or taking care of another person, or the action of typing, or the action of walking, running, jogging. It's your actions. It's your will. It's directly, to me, fire is directly related to your willpower. And in the body, it's your stomach area. I've often heard the phrase, a fire in your belly, in a way of meaning that you have a drive to do something. The fire's burning in your belly. But it's also that your stomach is where digestion happens, in this realm. And digestion, when chemical bonds break apart, heat is released. So that's fire. That's the fire element within you. Apart from your will and your drive and your actions. Colors of fire, as you can see, is, actually in a bonfire with, if you put on salty driftwood, you get greens and blues and purples and reds and yellows, and there can be all colors depending on what you're burning, but fire generally is like oranges and reds and golden colors. I associate fire with like the color of the sunset, how it's just dark, and right before it goes below the horizon, it's just that intense red, crimson, gold color. It's beautiful. Fire to me is also associated with like your temper, which I also direct with will. If you lose your temper, that's your willpower focusing its attention on something. That also in the, I'd guess maybe polarized effect of your temper could be your creativity. How you direct toward creating something, whether it's a meal, whether it's a song, whether it's something you're writing, whether it's something you're drawing, painting, redecorating, however you create in your life. Whether it's how ideas that you come made manifest. So if you have an idea about how to do a certain project, it's taking those ideas and putting them into action. It's fire to me is also a element of manifestation, of making something exist that didn't exist before, because fire is a very transformative thing. If you think about it, I mean, I could take this little stick here, this one is probably a little bit more dry, and I could take this stick and light it on fire. Will it burn? Burn, baby, burn. It's a little bit windy today. I can light it on fire, and this stick will transform into something else. The stick doesn't want to burn. It has been raining the last few days, so everything's a bit damp. Let me see if this one will go better. So see how quickly that will transform, will change its form into something else. And that's the power of fire. It changes form. It transforms things. Another attribute of fire is healing. When you get healed from a cold, when you heal your body in any way, if you have an injury that gets healed, that's the energy of fire also. But it can also be emotional healing. If you've just to actively work through your emotional blockages, actively work through your whatever baggage that you have collected on your path. And I mean, maybe it could be physical baggage as well. I mean, the act of decluttering your home. If you have too many belongings, it takes willpower to go through those belongings and decide what to keep and what to get rid of. So this is all for me actions of fire, or how I understand fire. And like you saw with the burning twig, it's also, fire is also destructive. I've heard of so many people who've had their homes destroyed by fire, or other fire elements made manifest on the earth that are very visible are the volcanoes. And in Hawaii, not too long ago, the lava was coming out of the volcano and destroying homes and streets and vegetation and all sorts of things. And with lava, you can't stop it, you can't contain it. It's just Mother Nature doing her thing. So fire's just one of those things that you have to really have great respect for it. Bonfires are also another, source of fire. Deserts, it's also very fiery. And our sun. Our sun is one giant gaseous ball of fire burning up in the heavens and blessing us with its light every single day. Even though the clouds, may cover up that blessing of the sun. But tonight, as on the full moon, when the fiery goodness of the sun is reflected off the moon's surface and shining back on us, it's a great time to work with the fire energy of transformation. I hope you have a beautiful day. Blessings.